tell you something. As long as my son is in that car, I will not stop. Wherever you go, I will be right behind you. You took the wrong kid.
So how far are you willing to go to get your child back if you see with your eyes that they have been kidnapped? Well, Halle Berry went far. How far did she go? Well, let's find out. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. All right, guys, welcome back. And first, I just want to thank you very much for tuning in for my opinion/review for Halle Berry's new film, Kidnapped. Before we get started, do me a favor, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you become one of my subscribers, get all the content that I have to provide. I would really appreciate it. You can help me reach my first milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And also, guys, go ahead and click that like button as well before you even hear my review/opinion. Okay, let's see if we can get this video to have 100 likes. All right. Now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get into this Kidnap movie. I have been looking forward to this movie for quite some time, and it seemed like forever and ever, just like every time it seemed like the movie was about to come out, that it just kept getting further and further away. And I was just like, you know, what the hell is going on? And when I did a little research, as I'm sure most of you did, this movie originally was shot in the months of September of 2014 to December of 2014. So just a couple of months away from being 3 years from, you know, when they finished principal photography, when they finished filming, whatever. So why did this happen? Well, the studio, and I forgot the name of the studio, they were having some financial problems. I think they may have even gone through bankrupt or was about to go bankrupt. So then they pushed it to like mid 2015 to the end of 2015. Then they had like 2 dates in 2016. And then this movie was supposed to come out earlier this year, but we finally get a date, which is today, August 4th of 2017. So they had a little trouble getting off the ground or whatever. You know, but that's okay. I'm glad they finally got it together and was able to release this movie to the public because it's actually pretty good. And, you know, I'll just go ahead and tell you that now. I also had some concerns because this movie does feel familiar to the movie with Halle Berry that came out in 2013, The Call, where she's a 911 operator. And, you know, the movies are very, very similar, very similar. And I enjoyed The Call for the most part until it got to the very end. I thought that the decision that her character made was just completely idiotic. And I think she was with somebody else. And I remember just being very disappointed with the outcome of that film. I didn't walk away disappointed with Kidnapped or whatever. I walked away very satisfied, even though it is a very simple film. Like, you know, simple all the way down to a bologna sandwich, peanut butter and jelly simple. You know, but that's okay. Every movie doesn't have to be complicated. This movie is being directed by Nick Preto, I believe is his name. And if you haven't heard of his name before, that's okay. Don't freak out and beat yourself up like, oh my God, I don't know all my directors' names. And, you know, I forgot. It's okay if you've never heard of him before because you wouldn't. Is that his name? It's not Nick Preto. It's Louis Preto. And he's been in charge with like a lot of foreign films. So I think this is his first, film over here, domestically in the States or whatever. But what I liked about his involvement is the camera work that he used. Now, this movie, the premise is pretty common sense. Halle Berry's kid gets kidnapped in front of her, damn near, and she's racing, trying to get it back. She's jumping on cars, hanging on the side of a car, trying to get it back, chasing him down the highway, and she's just trying to get her child back. Very, very simple. Now, the majority of the movie does take place in, it's mostly a car chase scene. The whole movie is, really like a 90-minute car chase. Well, I don't want to say 90 minutes. I think it comes in like, 94 minutes? Yep, 94 minutes, and I say a good 80 minutes of it is a car chase, and that's perfectly fine. because it's a good car chase scene, and the way that it's shot is done very, very well. The way the director maneuvered that camera in between cars, in and out the car, the way he was catching Halle Berry's facial expressions and whatnot, it really did paint a true picture for you to enjoy while you're sitting there in that theater. Some of the times I was actually at the edge of my seat, and I really hate saying that because it's so cliche and it seems like that term is being thrown around so much, but it was pretty intense for what it was. Something else that I really did enjoy about the film is Halle Berry, being in the film. I love her to death. She is a phenomenal actress, just great, great, great. She's won countless awards. She's beautiful, talented, all that good stuff. And of course, she can act. And just as any mother would be losing their minds if their child gets lost at a park and that you actually see them get abducted, her acting in this role was phenomenal. The facial expressions that she was having on her face was just top notch. I mean, when she was in that car trying to get her baby back, I mean, like she was driving the hell out of that car, like, oh, give me my baby back, oh. And that's what's up. That's, any mother would act like that unless, any mother would act like that. So I really did like that. That was great. Something else that I really did appreciate was some effect that the director was using is sometime it sucks because what really intensified the movie is, she's flying down the highway trying to get her baby back, but she can't really pay attention to she can pay attention to the cars. She don't want to hit them, but at the same time, she did cause an accident or two. So she's like it's like a fork in the road. She's on the fence. Do I help the people that I just flipped over, or do I continue to go after my child? Of course, you probably know she continued to go after her child, and you can completely understand that makes a lot of sense. So, I'm not going to knock her for that. But the way that Halle Berry was acting, her acting was great. I mean, she truly turned into the Terminator. And when I said the Terminator, I mean just like a strong, raging beast that has a mission and they won't stop until it's finished, until it's accomplished, until it is executed. I mean, she just wasn't stopping. It didn't matter what came on her way. She was going to get her child back. And that's what's up. You're with her. Of course, you want her to get, her child back. Something else that I really did like is the way when she was riding the car, the way she would try to resolve the situation with herself, how she would be talking to herself. And that, if you haven't seen the film, I'm not trying to make her to seem crazy, but I don't want to ruin anything for you here about who the abductees were and whatnot. But she's really using deductive reasoning in the middle of this crisis. And for her to have such a calm state of nature while this is going on, it's a true testament of just how great she is as an actress. I mean, she really did a knockout job. She knocked this one out of the park. The person that did, or persons, group or whatever, that took the child or whatever, the film did a great job of painting them as just a vile villain that are just detestable and that you just like, it wasn't someone that, I will say that it wasn't some charmer. These people, the person or whatever, they look like the scum of the earth, that belongs at the bottom of your shoe. And they did a great job as well. There are a few surprises in this movie, not big surprises, but, there was a few things that popped out of me, especially coming up towards the end of the movie. I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And the movie makes logical sense because, you probably may say to yourself, okay, why didn't she get help? Why didn't she call the police? Why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? The film addresses all that with, nice precision. It dots every I. It crosses every T. I mean, it's just a well-rounded film that ignores all plot holes and just keeps it together for the good of the audience member as they're witnessing this on screen. Now, I'm not going to say that this is a movie that you must see in theaters. It is not, but it is a good movie that I recommend you see because, if you're a Halle Berry fan or, you just like going to the movies, okay, go see it. But I'm not just going to sit here and say, God, you got to see this in the theater. Even though I'm saying how good it is, you got to see it in the theater. You got to. No, you don't have to. Okay. I'm just being honest with you, but it is a great film. I really did enjoy it. I don't want to just say that it floored me like, oh my God, that performance from Halle Berry was the best I've seen in years. Oscar talk. No, it's a simple film and I really did enjoy it. And I think that you will enjoy it too. If I had to rate this film out of, before I give the rating, it ended well too. There was one little reveal that I thought was unnecessary and kind of convoluted it just a little bit, but it's just a small gripe. And even though there was, I guess, let's say a final showdown, they could have fleshed it out just a little bit more. They tried to keep it realistic, but sometimes, you can go over the top, just to give the film that extra flair, but they tried to be conservative with the ending. If I had to give I'm finna call this the call. If I had to give Kidnap a rating out of a 1 out of 10, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, an 8.5 out of 10. But guys, that's just my opinion, and I'm curious to know what your opinion is. So, have you seen Kidnap? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Have I turned you on? Have I turned you off? Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. If you like this video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. And if you don't like the video, that's fine. Just leave me a comment below why and still give me the thumbs up. Since you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get all the content that I have to provide. Got a lot of stuff coming. You can also click that bell so you can be notified when I make uploads. You can go to my website. I have written reviews there. Check me out there, bookmark it. And also, guys, look me up on social media. And guys, again, you can share the video. I would really appreciate it. Also, click that subscribe button. Don't forget. And guys, I just want to thank you again for tuning in for my opinion/review for Halle Berry's Kidnapped. Kidnap. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery. And that's just my opinion. Peace.